Well, hi everyone. I'm so glad that and excited that everyone joined us tonight. We actually have Dee Dee Neely here. She's going to actually be interviewing two nurses and a nutritionist. And we're going to find out what their why is, why they started Plexus. Dee Dee, take it away.
Hi, everybody. Thank you guys so much for hopping on and joining us tonight. So obviously, I'm Dee Dee. I'm a Silver Ambassador, and I have been doing Plexus for about 6 months, and I absolutely love it. So we're going to go ahead and start with Kim. So Kim, I have a question for you. I would like to ask you, so you've been a registered nurse for quite some time. So what about Plexus made you decide to give it a try?
Well, okay, so my friend Stephanie was posting on Facebook. You know how annoying that is. And she was talking about losing all this weight. And so I said, I gave her a call and asked her to meet for lunch and said, you know, what's going on now? Like literally, I thought it was a weight loss supplement. I had no idea that there was any kind of health involved in it. And I was very unhealthy at the time, extremely. I had a lot of health issues. I was on a lot of medication, 7 to be exact, plus tons of over-the-counter medications. And she said, yeah, you just take these supplements and you lose weight. Because she was new too. She didn't know either. So I became a preferred customer and I started ordering. And I was a really good customer because I ordered every single month and I didn't take the products. So I took them occasionally, but you know, not enough. I lost like 3 pounds and then I just kind of threw them on the cabinet and kept ordering. But then come November, that was in June, come November, she did a challenge for us to do a block party. And what that was, she challenged us to drink the Slim every single day for 60 days and to take a block capsule. So block is our capsule that blocks up to 48% of the carbs and sugars that you take in, and so it levels out your body, and it helps you to kind of feel full faster. And so I really didn't know what it was, but there was a money prize involved, so I decided I've got all these products anyway, I might as well do it. So I started taking the products for 8 weeks straight, and lo and behold, I lost like 7 or 8 pounds. And people were starting to notice, and I was feeling amazing. You know, I had a really bad history of depression and anxiety. I had a lot of personal things going on in my life. And I was really, I worked the night shift. I was a charge nurse on the night shift. And every single time I would come home, all I would do is sleep. I was grumpy. I didn't participate in anything. I was absolutely just existing. And after that 8 weeks, not only had I lost weight, but I started noticing some things, like I wasn't depressed anymore and I wasn't anxious anymore. I was happy. And my husband looked at me and said, I don't know what you're doing, but you're going to continue doing this because you're a different person. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. And so then I signed up that next month to just buy the products for myself. And I started taking the products every day and being consistent. And y'all, my cholesterol at the time was 320. I was a ticking time bomb. I was a hot mess. My legs, when I worked, because I was on my feet so much, they would swell up 3 to 4 times their size. Like I could push my finger in, and it would just be like pitting edema. And even some of the doctors that I worked with, they were very concerned and made me go to a cardiologist. And the cardiologist couldn't find anything really wrong with me. As far as, you know, my heart was fine, but I was starting to really become concerned about my health. And after that 8 weeks, when I was feeling so good, I signed up. People started to notice, and before I knew it, I had a little business going on. But here's the best news. come March after that, so that was January. In March, it was time for me to go back to the doctor. And when I went back to the doctor, she did my cholesterol check again, and it was normal. And it had not been normal in 15 years. So it was as high as it has ever gotten. But she said, I don't know what you're doing, but continue doing it. And she said, the only thing that I want to suggest to you is that you take some omegas. And I was like, not a problem. We've got that covered because we have an amazing product called Mega X, and somebody's going to talk about that in a little bit. But so anyway, in come May, y'all, I had a business that I wasn't planning on having, but I had delved into the science, and I had really started looking into what these products were about, because by this time, by May, I was off of all 7 of those medications. And I can boldly say that I am on no prescription medications now. My feet haven't swelled at all since then, since I got myself healthy, and I'm down 17 pounds. So I'm in a Plexus for Lifer. I absolutely love it. And y'all, that May, because of that little accidental business, I retired from my nursing job, and I do Plexus full time. So yeah, and I love this. I absolutely love it. And so that's my story. Thank you, Dee Dee. Oh, and I'm a Ruby ambassador. I don't know if y'all know what that means, but it's about halfway to the top. So I'm climbing. I'm digging and climbing, and hopefully we'll be towards the top before I know it.
Wow, thanks, Kim. You know, I love hearing from everybody and hearing those different stories. I think it's so cool. That's what's awesome, is that we all just come together. So, Christina, I know that you like to study nutrition and that you've gone to school for that and all that fun stuff. But I wanted to ask you, why do people need supplements? You know, people are healthy. They say they get their food from their nutrients from their food and stuff. But what's the big deal? Why are they important?
Sure. So supplementation is important for a couple of reasons. First, it's because our soil has been depleted. So we have over-farmed, and we currently use modern invasive agricultural methods. And so the combination of these two has caused our soil to be depleted from the minerals that used to be found in soil. You know, we try to grow our vegetables too big, or vegetables and fruit. We try to grow them too big, we try to grow them too fast, and we try to grow them year round. And that's not good for our soil. It's not good for our food. You know, it is convenient for consumers though, because we can get winter squash in the summer squash in the winter, and I can eat strawberries 12 months out of the year. But, you know, it's good for the consumers, but it's doing a disservice for our bodies. So I found a really cool study that was conducted by the biochemistry department of the University of Houston. It was a study done in 2004. And they studied the data that was previously collected by the Department of Agriculture. They looked at the data from 1950 and 1999. And they looked at 43 different kinds of fruits and vegetables. And they found reliable declines in the amount of protein, the amount of calcium, the amount of phosphorus, iron, riboflavin, which is vitamin B12, and vitamin C. You guys, that's crazy. I mean, just from 1950 to 1999. So another reason that we need to supplement is because we have been successful or maybe unsuccessful at being able to genetically modify food. We do that because, you know what, consumers like new varieties of food. They get sick of regular grapes, so all of a sudden they have grapes that taste like cotton candy. I mean, that's crazy, right? So we've been successful at genetically modifying food, but we have not been successful at modifying nutrients into our food. So genetically modified food is lacking the nutrients that that regular food has. And because of that, there's actually probably a decline in magnesium, zinc, vitamin B6, in vitamin E as well. You guys, that's crazy. I mean, it blows my mind. So I found another analysis of nutrients that they went and looked at the data from 12 different fruits and vegetables, and they looked at the data from 1975 to 1997. And they found a decline in the following. The calcium levels were 27% lower. Iron levels were 37% lower. Vitamin A levels were 21% lower. And vitamin C levels were 30% lower. You guys, these studies use data from 17 years ago and 19 years ago, respectively. And I'm talking about 2016. So next year, it's going to be almost 20. One of them will be 20 years old. One of them will be 18 years old. So can you imagine how much lower these percentages are now? And so one of the products that we have is our X Factor. Let me get it in the camera. X Factor. It is our multivitamin, and it's packed with essential vitamins. You guys, I love our X Factor because it's methylated. So that probably doesn't mean anything to you guys unless you have an MTHFR mutation. But I will tell you that a methylated vitamin is so much better for you than an unmethylated. If you have an MTHFR mutation, having a methylated vitamin is a must. You have to take a methylated vitamin. And I'll tell you that actually a lot of people have this genetic mutation and they don't even know about it because not a lot of places test for it. So if you can take a methylated vitamin, even if you don't think you have the mutation, it's just going to be better for you because the methylation makes the vitamin more bioavailable for your body. And that just means that your body is able to absorb and utilize the vitamins better. So our X Factor also has the New Zealand black currant, and that's an antioxidant. So I'm sure you guys have heard the term antioxidant and free radicals before, but I don't know if you know what they are. Free radicals are bad, and antioxidants actually fight the free radicals in the body. So the New Zealand black currant in here help get rid of the free radicals in the body, and it also gives us mineral iron. And iron is one of the things that has been depleted, right? So iron is needed for red blood cell production, and it's also an important cofactor for guided cellular metabolism. You guys, I'm telling you that our multivitamin can help us on a cellular level. I mean, how cool is that? I love our multivitamin. And it also has aloe vera in it. Aloe is not found in food normally, so it has to be supplemented. And the aloe also helps aid in absorption. Love our X Factor.
Wow. See, I love doing this because, you know, when I first started doing Plexus, I knew nothing about nutrition, nothing about health. And then after I signed up, I decided, you know what, I'm going to dive in and see what it's all about. And I am blown away by the information that I am hearing about our products and the way they work within our body. Now, I have a question, though. So I take the ProBio 5 and I love it, but I've done some research on my own. However, actually talking to you guys, it's a little bit more tangible for me. So I want to ask you, why is a probiotic important? And why is our probiotic better than everyone else's?
Sure. Okay, so I take a probiotic because the immune system starts in the gut. Okay, so if your gut is healthy, then your body can be healthy. If you have an unhealthy gut, you're more prone to getting sick all of the time. And everything else that goes with it, I mean, skin issues, obviously digestive issues, it goes on and on. The list goes on and on. So I personally love our ProBio 5. Here's what it looks like, ProBio 5. It is like nothing else I've ever seen, you guys. I used to think that a probiotic had to be refrigerated. I also thought that it had to have like billions and billions of colony-forming units. They're also called CFUs, so you might hear people use those interchangeably. But I thought they had to be like packed with all of these CFUs. I thought that until I found ProBio 5. I used to see patients that had problems upon problems upon problems, and most of these issues could be traced back to poor gut health. Most of them had an overabundance of negative growth in their gut, things like yeast. And, our society doesn't really eat foods that are healthy. Let's just be honest, okay? Even if you say, I only eat whole foods, I do this, I do that. Unfortunately, like I said before, even our vegetables and our fruits aren't as nutritious as what our grandparents used to eat. And their grandparents and things like that. So, and we also, as a society, we don't focus on foods that are considered prebiotics. So you guys have heard of probiotics. Prebiotics are something that you get from food. And different types of food, it's a lot of fermented foods. So like kombucha, kimchi, like a real yogurt, those are considered prebiotics. So because we don't eat prebiotics, a lot of people don't take probiotics, they can't work synergistically in our body. So you know what? That means we have unhealthy guts that need help. So I want to tell y'all, if I can, Dee Dee, can I tell you guys just a little bit about what's in our probiotic? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So our ProBio 5, like I said, is awesome. Y'all, this is my favorite product that we have. Our probiotic has vitamin C in it. It has B6 in it. And it also has a blend of amazing enzymes. So I think enzymes are often overlooked, but they help break down the negative growth that I was talking about. They help break down the negative growth so our bodies can do the good stuff that it needs to do. The good stuff can do its job. So one of the enzymes that is in there is protease. Protease breaks down proteins and peptides. So believe it or not, protein is hard for our body to digest, and the protease in our probiotic will help us digest that. It also has chitosanase, which can dissolve the cell wall of fungi. One of the biggest fungi is yeast. So as I was saying, I used to see patients all day long that had yeast overgrowth problems, and if I would have known about ProBio 5, their life would have been much easier. It also has cellulase as an enzyme, and cellulase breaks down the cellulose molecule. An example of that would be fiber, so it makes fiber easier to digest. And then it also has serapeptase, which digests non-living tissue. That means that the old toxic layers that clog the digestive system and the lining of the arteries are able to dissolve. I love our ProBio 5. It also has grape seed extract, y'all. That is so cool. It is a super powerful antioxidant. So as I was talking about before, it's going to help fight the free radicals in our body. And like I said, I take a probiotic. I take ProBio 5 because the immune system starts in the gut. So if your gut's not healthy and happy, you're not going to be healthy and happy.
Wow, thank you, Christina. I hope if you guys are here to learn more about, all of the products, which you are, you should maybe get a pen and start writing this stuff down, because I am completely blown away by the information that I'm learning. Even though I've already done some research, it's great to have a different perspective for me personally, because these ladies know what they're talking about, where I just do my reading online. So it's really cool. So Kenzie, I know that you just finished your second degree in nursing school, which is a phenomenal, huge accomplishment. Congratulations on that. I wanted to ask you, if you have worked so hard in nursing school, because I know you've worked your butt off, why in the world would you decide to dive into something like Plexus?
Well, that's actually a really good question, because nursing is my second degree. I'm kind of a student for life, I guess. But honestly, the real true reason is because of my daughter. I became a mom, and if you have kids, you probably know. Well, I know you have a son, Dee Dee, but for anyone else, that kind of changes things for you, kind of realigns your priorities. And so I just found myself as a new mom struggling at the thought of taking my baby somewhere while I worked as a nurse for 40 hours a week. I just couldn't wrap my mind around that. And so really, I was praying for an opportunity like just like Plexus, honestly. And thanks to my friend Christina, I heard about it. So that's kind of, I guess, why I dove into it.
Wow. Okay. I like that perspective. So what about some of your favorite products? I know that you've studied nursing, so you obviously have some knowledge of health and wellness. And I have to say, I am really proud that I work for a company that I would have to say most of you guys are nurses or nutritionists, or you know what you're talking about. And for somebody like me who actually has like no previous history with medicine or health or anything like that, it's definitely reassuring for me.
Yeah, for sure. I love that our company, we have so many medical professionals involved in our company. I mean, like across the board, chiropractors, doctors, nurses, you name it, we probably have a couple of them, if not more, that are involved in our company. And I love that. That just shows that our products are phenomenal. So a few of my favorite products. My first one is Slim. That was my one true love when I started, and the reason why is because Christina, that you just heard from, my nutrition friend, she was talking about this energy that she had. Well, y'all, I was a new mom. I did not have energy, okay? I was desperate for this energy that she spoke about. So I was like, what is this product that she's talking about? Okay, so I trusted her opinion, and I did some of my own research, and I just knew I needed to try this. So for me personally, within a few days, I had noticed a couple of really awesome things. I had energy throughout the day, which was a big deal. I was sleeping better, which I was breastfeeding. So the fact that I was sleeping better in between nursing sessions was awesome. Let's see, what else? Oh, brain fog as a new mom, that had like lifted. I could remember what I was walking to the kitchen for. So that was really cool. But the one thing that was like life-changing for me within the first few days was the fact that I had suffered for years from really, really low blood sugar when I would get hungry. And so like hangry was like my middle name, okay? So the fact that when I was hungry and it was time to eat, I just felt hungry and not hangry, I was like, this is really bizarre, you know? So for me, that was really life-changing. So I started wondering, like, I'm a nurse. Why are these products working so well? You know, what is it about this? So I will say a lot of things that you aren't taught in nursing school are like how gut health affects everything. And so when I started diving into the products, I was really blown away. Our healthcare industry is so broken. It is like a multi-million-dollar industry, you know, and the thing is, like, a lot of it is based upon putting Band-Aids on symptoms. We spend so much money on just treating symptoms and not getting to the root of any of our issues. Well, a lot of our issues stem from imbalanced blood sugar, poor gut health, and systemic inflammation. So if you think of an iceberg, okay, like the part that you just see above the water, like that's what we're treating in our healthcare industry, like just the tip top, just what we see on the outside as symptoms. What's underneath the water are the root issues, those three things that I just talked about: gut health, inflammation, and blood sugar. That's what we really need to be addressing. And that's what I love about our products, is that's what they do. They address those things. So a few things I wanted to touch on as far as in Slim that make it amazing. If you don't know, our products are plant-based. So in Slim, you're going to find chlorogenic acid and Garcinia cambogia. That's a combination of two plants right there. And then also alpha-lipoic acid, which Christina touched on and talked about antioxidants. Alpha-lipoic acid is also a really powerful antioxidant, and that's going to address free radicals in our cells, like she talked about. You don't want free radicals in your body because that's basically like rust in your body. Well, obviously, we don't want that. So that alpha-lipoic acid is going to address that. And then one other ingredient in Slim that makes it really awesome is the chromium. Up to 90% of our population is deficient in chromium. And that's an essential mineral that we have, that our body needs. What's cool about it is it burns fat, but not muscle. Okay, so obviously we're going to want to hold on to our muscle, but get rid of our fat. So those 4 powerful ingredients are going to work together synergistically in our bodies. So our body is striving for balance, okay, for homeostasis 24 hours a day. So those 4 ingredients, when combined, are allowing our body to function optimally like it wants to. It's awesome. Let's see. I wrote some notes. Let me make sure I didn't forget anything on Slim. I am so sorry. I've been traveling all day. I have my Slim with me, but I did not bring it into this room. I'm so mad at myself. If you don't know what it looks like, it is a little stick. It looks like, what's that nasty stuff your people put in their drink that's terrible for you?
Crystal Light?
Yes, that. It looks like that, but it's way better. So all you do is get a bottle of water. I do mine first thing in the morning. Literally can't function, cannot do anything without my Slim. Okay, so I get up. I open up my little packet, mix it in my water. You just shake it for a few seconds and then drink it, and that's it. Simple, simple, simple. Okay. So sorry I don't have that. The other product that I wanted to highlight on that as a nurse and a mom is a big deal is our energy supplement Edge. Literally life-changing as well. This is our newest product. It was just released this summer. And what's cool about it is a great alternative to energy drinks like Monster and Red Bull. Those things are packed full of calories for one, but sugar and sodium and just nasty chemicals that our bodies don't need. Little secret, I kind of lived off those in nursing school. Ooh. Not proud of that fact, but I did. Well, what I love about Edge is that there's 3 ingredients, okay? And one of them is a naturally sourced caffeine, so it's not synthetic, and it's equivalent to 1 cup of coffee. And the other 2 are from tea leaves. So what's cool about Edge is that I don't get jitters from it. It lasts all day. There's not like a crash from it like you get from an energy drink. It's way cheaper than energy drinks, and that's a lot better for you. So as a nurse, if you're working 8, 12-hour shifts, regardless, on your feet, Edge would be your best friend. As a mom, Edge can also be your best friend. So I am so excited about that product. Honestly, I took one today to make an 11-hour trip to Missouri. So it got me through without any other caffeine source. I think that's it.
Well, thanks, Kenzie. So we've got touched on the probio, which I love. I can tell whenever I go without it, cramps are worse, skin is worse, dandruff is worse, sleep is worse, attitude is worse. I love probio. The block, phenomenal stuff. Love the block. And then the Edge, guys, I took an Edge today because I'm getting ready to go out of town. So we had to pack, we had to clean, we had to cook, we had to do laundry, which still is not done. You know, I love Plexus. And one thing that I can see from listening to everybody is that there's so much passion and love behind what these ladies are doing and behind what I do. And I would have never signed on as an ambassador if I had not fallen in love with what Plexus has done for me. So I've been on it for 6 months. I've been an ambassador for 6 months. I've been on it since Christmas Day last year. I asked my husband to get me Plexus for Christmas, and it has been the catalyst to a whole new life. Ever since I joined as ambassador, I started working on personal growth. Now I'm training for a half marathon. This time last year, I couldn't even run 5 minutes without getting winded and crashing, red face, tears. It was awful. I've lost, I want to say, around 40 pounds. I have energy that is through the roof. I can stay up all night with my son because he doesn't like to sleep, and then stay up all day getting work done, working on pictures, doing the mom thing, cooking, but I have a good attitude about it. I have always said that Plexus was the item to help me function on a dysfunctional schedule of sleepless nights and chaos. that is what Plexus has done for me. Like, anybody who knows me knows that I will talk to you about Plexus because it has become my life. And with that, I think we're going to hand it over to Sheila. Thank you guys so much for jumping on board. Oh, wait. I wanted to tell you, I did not hear anything about Ease. And I wanted to tell you, Ease is our pain management stuff. It is phenomenal. I don't have a great education like these ladies with what these products are made of and what, the scientific name is. But I can tell you that Ease has turmeric in it, which is wonderful for anti-inflammatories. It's a great anti-inflammatory. It's great for inflammation. And then what's called a green-lipped mussel. So it's like the little sea creature. And it's great for arthritis. It's great. It has, what's it called? Anti-inflammatory properties as well. And it can also help muscle and tissue regenerate itself. Not saying that it's going to give you a new body, Plexus might. Ease will though definitely help decrease your pain over time. It's decreased mine. I was in a really bad car wreck in 2012 and I have really bad discs in my back. I have not taken Tylenol or ibuprofen or anything of the sort in about 4 months. So that's a really, really, really big deal. So I wanted to touch on that. And we also have, which is my absolute favorite product on the face of the planet, the Ease Cream. So a lot of people use BioCream, Tylenol cream, not BioCream, BioFreeze, Tylenol cream and those types of things, and they put it as a topical on areas that are sore. This, I'm telling you, blows any of those things out of the water, and it smells good. I love it. I put it on my feet today because I actually got 2 miles under my belt. So I'm excited about that too. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to hand it back to Sheila and see what she has to say. Sheila?
All right. Well, thank you, ladies. Y'all definitely did great tonight. And also, I want to thank everyone else for jumping on. We are giving away some gifts. So at the bottom of your screen, if you go down there and comment Merry Christmas in the chat, you'll be entered into a drawing for a free prize. But most of all, it's something to think about, and we want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a happy and healthy New Year. And go Plexus. Does anyone else have anything to say? Anybody? Any questions or anything? No? Christina, Kim?
I do have a question.
Sure.
Can you use this product while, if you were to get pregnant or anything like that?
Christina, I think you're the best one to answer that for her.
Sure. You always want to consult your doctor before using any new product. So especially if you are pregnant or breastfeeding, just take the list of ingredients to your OBGYN and they'll be able to tell you whether
I'm not sure what happened.
Rose.
Is Christina still there?
I think she froze.
Oh, she blacked out.
Uh-oh.
I know, I'll just jump in real quick.
There you go.
I know several moms that do take it while they're pregnant and nursing. I myself am still nursing my daughter. She's almost 19 months old, and we're still going. And I've been taking the product since she was 4 months old. But I think what Christina was alluding to is that we always recommend taking the ingredient list to your doctor or your OB and just have them double check that for you. But like we said, our products are plant-based, so there are several ladies that do get these products approved while they are pregnant. So maybe that will help.
Yes. I know several as well as they actually are pregnant and nursing. So, but always, ask your doctor for sure. Anyone else have any questions? Don't forget to comment Merry Christmas in the chat.
I don't know. Is that a question? I don't think that's a question.
I unmuted everybody so we can hear all kinds of noise. You know what? Some of the comments, it doesn't have your name. It just says iPhone. So I don't know, and my phone died and I don't have a pen. I'm so not prepared. So I can't write everybody's name down to know who's drawing.
Go, Kim.
I have a question.
She's on a Zoom meeting.
Okay.
Hold on. I put my headphone on so I won't bother you.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna mute everyone until you're speaking, and unmute yourself.
I'm completely tangled here.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, unmute yourself if you want to speak. I think that'll be better.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Okay, have any of y'all had any experience with people who have MS?
Well, there are several testimonies out there. I don't personally have a customer or someone with it, but I have watched videos and read many testimonies of people that have had extreme success with the products. So, Silence, I'd be happy to look for those for you and send them to you.
That would be great. I have a friend that I tried looking on one testimonial page that I'm on, but I couldn't find anything on it. I added her to it, but she said she's going to ask her neurologist if she can get on.
Okay, so there's a little trick that is pretty amazing. If you go to the search bar on Facebook at the top, and if you type in Plexus MS, you're going to see all of the testimonies come up.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So do that and see, because that'd be the same place I would look, except for I might go to YouTube, because I recall very specifically watching a video, it's been several months ago, watching a video of someone who was no longer in a wheelchair. But we can't make any kind of claims on that. So I guess we should have done that disclaimer. We cannot make any medical claims any of our Plexus products. We can only talk about what it has done for us. But I have definitely seen somebody that it just transformed her life who had MS.
Awesome.
I'll try to find it for you. Anyone else? All right, guys, thank you all so much for joining us, because I think it turned out great. And we were all a little bit nervous because we've never done this format, but I like it. So thank you all for joining us, and I recorded it, and so I'm going to upload it to YouTube. And you guys share this with your friends if you want to.
Thanks, Kim.
All right, I'm going to unmute everybody if I can figure this out again.
Thank y'all. Good night.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
She
Thank you guys for joining us.
All right, bye, everybody. Somebody take a screenshot. Somebody snap. Can somebody snap a picture?
I snapped some along the way, but
Oh, good. Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, bye, guys. I'm ending the meeting.
bye, y'all.